Now let's build up our third cabinet, the mounting panel. You can pretty much use this one. EPLAN asked me for to define handle because this mode is design mode is on. Just to remind you. So let's define a handle. Third cabinet. Let's paste it. Click OK. Let's delete these. This is where we're gonna place our PLC rack. That's why we're gonna delete this one. We're gonna move those to the end. Or we could also leave some place over here at the bottom. Since you have enough space, it's not a problem. We don't want to put the PLC rack too high in the cabinet if you want to make some changes to the wiring. It might be just too high for the electrician to reach. That's why we're gonna put it a little bit lower. And the other thing, the cable duct is going to be 100. Let's say we're gonna have a lot of wires, so we want to have enough space in the cable duct for all the wiring. Now let's switch to our cabinet 3. Let's put our PLC. Let's paste the format. You can change it a little bit. We're gonna say it's going to be in the center, it's going to be upper center. Didn't get much with that one. On the y-axis, 60 millimeters. So this is not enough. Let's say 100. This one looks nice. Let's copy this format and paste it to all the other ones. It's our PLC. Something like that. Now the other elements. Now it makes sense to put the interface relays. Since they are very slim, so the numbers are not so nice visible, but we can live with that. X1, 230 volts power supply. We're gonna put that one So we're here. Let's copy the format from the previous page. Go back. Power supply. Then I would put our power supply. It's a little bit big. You can see that now. That's why we're gonna move this one. Something like 20 millimeters. And then let's place it a little once more. So the interfaces relays are there. Now the fuses, circuit breakers. These are the AC ones. Let's put them over here, that it makes sense. The second one. Let's paste the format. 1213. And the DC fuses. Put them over here, enter 4 times. Let's use this formatting. So we place the PLC, the fuses, the interface relays, power supply, and some of the terminals. So this is the problem. If you remember, we didn't assign a real part for this socket for the PLC programmer. That's why EPLAN asks us to input a dimension. Let's say this is the dimension, so in width 45 and in height 75 for the power outlet. Put that one over here, 230 volts. Let's copy this format. XM minus distribution. Makes sense to put it over somewhere over here. Then our terminal. So first digital input, the whole. Put them over here. Second one of the digital input. Next to the first one. Then digital output. And the second one. Let's move those up and those here. if you want to expand, that you have the room. Also makes sense to leave some space in between in case you want to expand terminal strips with signals, terminals, and so on. That's pretty much it. So the service socket, various terminals, our power supply, interface relays, fuses, and the PLC. Now you could also, for all the 3 cabinets, you could now insert some dimensions, for example, between this point. We could manually input, for example, just a text and say this is going to be a 40 times 80 cable duct. Let's copy this one, place it over here. Let's say it's going to be angle 90 degrees. Let's turn off this one also over here. And this is going to be a 60 in height and 80. So the width height. You could also do that for all the other ones. Dimensions and everything. Also in here. That's it for the cabinets, for the panel layout. Now in the next video I'm going to show you how to insert legend item. That's a useful one, that all of these numbers then start to make sense.